Formula One driver is not an easy task, and it needs hard training since childhood to adapt the body for those harsh, challenging conditions within a Formula One cockpit. Most of the Formula One drivers start their career as karting drivers at a very young age, and then go through different junior categories up to the Formula One level. But this whole process is a very expensive one, and only the children from wealthy families get the chance to survive through this whole process. Even wealthy people cannot afford these expenses when their children get promotions to categories like F3 or F2. A few decades back, some of the leading teams started to give financial and technical support to the talented drivers in junior categories through a structure called Junior Academies, which later became a trend among all the teams. This video is dedicated to discuss about the Junior Academies in F1 in detail. But before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. These Junior Academies are also known as Junior Driver Development Programs. The real intention of these Junior Academies are to retain the services of young drivers to their team through agreements when they are promoted to F1. When considering about the currently active Formula One teams, 8 out of the total 10 teams are running their own Junior Academies, the 2 exceptions being Haas and AlphaTauri. Haas is dependent on the Ferrari Academy and AlphaTauri on the Red Bull Academy, which is run by its parent company. Depending on the financial situation of the team, the facilities and techniques that were employed by each academy is considerably different. It is not an easy task to choose a student of any of the junior academies, as there is a big pool of options for each program to select its drivers. Only the finest talent in each category that has proved their worth as junior drivers get the chance to join an academy. Last year, these junior academies became a hot topic after former Alpine junior Oscar Piastri's controversial decision to join McLaren, rejecting the offer from the French racing outfit. This was a huge blow to the Alpine plans, as they allowed their junior Zhou Guanyu to join Alfa Romeo in the previous year, as there was no space for both Piastri and Zhou. When they lost the services of both Zhou and Piastri, their only option was to turn towards former Red Bull junior Pierre Gasly. Before the rebranding of the team as Alpine in 2021, the training academy was also called Renault Academy. Its establishment happened back in 2002, with the aim of creating a strong junior driver pool for Renault. Some famous names like Robert Kubica, Pastor Maldonado, Lucas Di Grassi, Romain Grosjean, Zhou Guanyu, Oscar Piastri, Esteban Ocon and Alexander Albon are the products of Alpine Academy, who received the support of the Enstone-based team at certain parts of their racing career. Unfortunately, none of the Alpine juniors are capable of winning a world championship yet. Ferrari is the oldest team in the current grid, with a rich history as a racing team, but their driver academy is very young, and its establishment happened in 2009. Until then, the Maranello-based team didn't show any interest in maintaining a junior program, as they had the ability to sign any of the drivers in the grid by one notice, as driving for Ferrari is a dream for any driver. The Italian racing team saw the advantage of maintaining a junior driving program when they loaned out Felipe Massa to Sauber for 3 seasons. Then they established a strong junior driver development program, supporting talented juniors in F2, F3 and F4 categories. Jules Bianchi, Sergio Perez, Lance Stroll, Zhou Guanyu, Charles Leclerc and Mick Schumacher are some famous graduates of the Ferrari Academy. However, this driving academy is also yet to produce a Formula One champion. Red Bull Junior Academy can be considered as the best junior driver development program in recent times, with the number of talented drivers that are introduced to the premium category. This one was established in 2001, even before the formation of the Red Bull racing team. This program is directly supervised by the Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko since its inception. Christian Klein became the first Red Bull Junior to get a promotion to F1 in 2004. After the establishment of Red Bull and Toro Rosso teams, Red Bull Juniors got more opportunities in F1, as team management was interested in promoting their own drivers instead of drivers from other academies. Sebastian Vettel became the first Red Bull Junior to win a Formula 1 championship, and then he extended that count up to 4 by winning consecutive titles during the periods between 2010 and 2013. Max Verstappen was the next graduate of the Red Bull Academy to win championships in 2021 and 2022. In addition to these two, Daniel Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz, Alexander Albon, Yuki Tsunoda, Pierre Gasly, and Daniil Kvyat are some of the famous graduates of this Red Bull Academy. Even though Mercedes is the most dominant F1 team within the last decade, their investments in the junior driver development programs are considerably low. Mercedes Academy was established in 2014, and since then, they were successful only introducing 3 drivers to the sport. These 3 drivers are Pascal Wehrlein, Esteban Ocon, and current Mercedes driver George Russell. McLaren Academy was established in 1998 under the leadership of Ron Dennis, searching for drivers for their strong F1 program in that era. Lewis Hamilton is the most notable graduate of this junior driver development program, who later became a 7-time world champion with Mercedes. Drivers like Alexander Albon, Kevin Magnussen, Nick de Vries, Stoffel Vandoorne, and Lando Norris had received the support of this junior academy in certain stages of their careers. However, it has experienced a huge decline over the last decade as a team as well as an academy. Williams Academy was established in 2016, though it has a very old history as a Formula 1 team. Lance Stroll, Nicholas Latifi, and Logan Sargent are the famous graduates of this junior driver development program. In recent times, Sauber mainly depended on Ferrari Academy in recruiting drivers for their team. They took a new path in 2019 by establishing a partnership with Cheroux Racing for Sauber Academy. However, that partnership failed 1 year later. Now, Sauber is running their own junior academy since 2020. But none of the Sauber graduates have been promoted to the sport yet, and Théo Pourchaire, who is currently competing in F2, is their biggest hope. Aston Martin is the youngest team as well as the youngest academy in the current grid. They have no strong junior driver development program yet, but it was lucky to add Felipe Drugovich to their academy at the latter part of his Formula 2 championship winning campaign last year. So that's the end of our story about junior academies, and based on the number of championships that they have won and the drivers that they have supplied to the sport, Red Bull Academy can be identified as the best junior academy. What are your thoughts on these different junior academies? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula 1 news. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.